senior, number 13, Diego Moreno Carrillo. A sophomore, number 16, Elijah Wolf. Sophomore, number 23, Humberto Figueroa. Sophomore, number 51, Colton Sizemore. Sophomore, number 52, Sebastian Castro. Senior, number 58, Fernando Perez. A senior, number 59, Justo Perez. And a senior, number 77, Gage Valencia. Tigers are coached by Greg Simmons. And now the starters for your Buckaroos. Senior, number 3, John Thatcher. The senior, number 6, Colin Harrington. Senior, number 9, Vance Nelson. Senior, number 11, Zane Enright. Senior, number 14, Cole Roy. Senior, number 15, Hayden Bonifer. Senior, number 20, Adam Urbina. Senior, number 25, Tripper Baylor. Senior, number 32, Tubbs McQuinn. And senior, number 51, Donovan Carlisle. Junior, number 65, Eden Martin. The Buccaneers are coached by Eric Davis. At this time, we would like to perform the tribal flag song. Playing the drums will be Charles Wood, Cash Beavis, and Abraham Shippentauer. bring your attention to the West Grandstand for the entrance of Izzy McCormick riding on her horse Beth with the American flag. We ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we will have the singing of the national anthem by the PHS a cappella choir.
We love the smell of fresh rain in the spring and the colors of the sunset after a storm. We respect the law, but we cherish the freedom to be ourselves. We like the dirt and we celebrate the outdoors, but we like nice things too. We believe in working hard and taking personal responsibility for our mistakes. We like closing deals with just a handshake, and our word means we won't let you down. We are proud of our accomplishments, but we never want to be snobby. We want to be an owner and not have to depend on others. We love it when the underdog wins. We know our kids' teachers and our neighbors are an extension of our parental eyes. We are compassionate and generous, but we don't want to be taken advantage of. We care more about a person's character than how they are different from us. We want people to understand our challenges and appreciate our way of life. We want our home to be a place that our children love and will choose to stay. We are business owners, teachers, farmers, entrepreneurs, and employees. We are insurance agents, car dealers, cattlemen, manufacturers, artists, and service workers. We stand for the flag, and we kneel to talk to children. What we have in common is more important than what separates us. We are the people of Eastern Oregon.
Good evening and welcome to this EO Alive production of Pendleton High School football from the Roundup grounds in Pendleton, Oregon. As we're about to get underway here, Ontario comes to town. Pendleton is currently 1-6. Ontario 1-6 as well, but Pendleton's a better team than a 1-6 team. The refs tonight: Brian Reels, Wayne Kuster, Michael Lambert, Michael Walborn, and Michael J. Llewellyn is the white hat. The coaches for each team will start with the visiting Ontario Tigers. Assistant coaches: Matt Mejia, Andrew Maeda, Mike Mejia, Noah Navarrete, Jacob Turner, Jacob Rodriguez, Philip Lopez, Richard Taramura, and head coach Greg Simmons. For the home team Bucks, Aaron Schmidt, the assistants first. Aaron Schmidt, Josh Linehan, Ron Murphy, Wes Armstrong, Tyrone Hutchings, Brian Huber, Mark Sokolowski. Managers are Mackenzie Sheldon and Braden Brown. Head coach is Eric Davis and Fred Phillips. That's the first I've seen that. Two head coaches. But, yeah, like I said, both these teams 1-6. Last week, Pendleton beat the Dowls here in Pendleton at the high school, 35-13. It wasn't that close of a game. The score, it was pretty much a blowout. The Ontario Tigers lost at home last week to Baker. They were up a lot of the game, and just kind of let it slip out at the end. It's a pretty nice night tonight. It's nice and warm. I mean, it's not October 24th weather, that's for sure. The Roundup grounds here, they look a little bit rough. I mean, there's some hard spots down there, some spots where there's no grass. Ontario is going to kick, so Pendleton won the coin toss and deferred, and we're going to get it going here. This isn't your typical play-by-play, so just, we're just going to hang out. I'm going to do what I can, and if you let me know who you're watching, where you're watching from, we'll interact. I pay attention to the comments on Facebook, so tune in. Somebody break the ice. Ontario line to kick. Short kick. Going to be fielded by McQuinn. He's going to take it out to about the 40, the 41 for Pendleton, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bucks. Last week, McQuinn and his brother, the two McQuinn boys and Vance Nelson, stole the show for the Bucks. They just carried the team. And, I mean, I would expect a heavy dose of McQuinn on the ground tonight. Pendleton is currently ranked in the OSAA number 22, while Ontario is number 27. Neither team is in the top 10 in the coaches poll. Sazu will come out under center for the Bucks. McQuinn in motion, and there's a false start to start it off. So we'll walk it back 5 and replay first down here. Now, that's not the kind of start that head coach Eric Davis wanted here on senior night. It's homecoming. You got the right team in town in Ontario. Joseph Hatcher says, "Good evening. Let's go Bucks." Good evening, Joseph. First and 15 here for the Bucks. Now Sazu in the shotgun. He's got McQuinn right behind him. Handoff's going to go up the middle to McQuinn, and he's going to get about the 5 that they just lost on that false start, and it's going to bring up 2nd and long here for the Bucks. The last time these two met, Pendleton beat Ontario in Ontario 46-20. That was on October 25th, 2024. Courtney Gunter says, cheering on Tug and Colt from LeGrand. Angie Stewart says, go Bucks, watching from Baker. Sazu under center here. He's got Vance Nelson in the backfield. McQuinn in motion. Little sweep to McGuinn. And he's going to get out close to a first down there for the Bucks. See the Brent Clapp Productions instant replay here. I always forget that the chains it's opposite here in Pendleton. So it's 3rd and about 2. the chains are close to us, like on the underside here, and usually I'm used to him being across the field from the announcer's box. Sazu in the shotgun here. He's got McGuinn. I want to say McQuinn, but it's McGuinn in the backfield. Little trickery there by the Bucks as Vance Nelson came under center and took the snap and ran it for about 5 yards and a first down for the Bucks. With 10:20 left here in the first quarter. Around the GOL, the Dowls is hosting LeGrand tonight. And then Baker is on the road at Malala in a non-GOL game. And I'll try to keep you guys updated on those scores. Sazu in the shotgun. Handoff goes to McGuinn, and he's not going to get much there on the first down carry for the Bucks. Let me know who you're watching, where you're watching from. Mick Kinney says, "Go Bucks" from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Leanna Davila says, "Let's go Tigers." Our first Ontario fan in the chat. Here we go. 2nd and 10 here. 9:33 left in the first quarter. Sazu in the shotgun. He's got Nelson to his left and McGuinn to his right. The handoff's going to go to McGuinn again. He's got a little bit of space up the middle where he's going to get about 8 on the carry, and it's going to bring up 3rd and short here for the Bucks. Hobby Habit in LeGrand is getting ready to celebrate 42 years in business. What that means to you is on November 7th through the 9th, when you buy anything in the store, you get to spin the wheel of savings, which will get you a discount of anywhere from 10 to 35% off. Hobby Habit in LeGrand, just for the fun of it. Sazu will pass here. It's a little bit high off the fingertips of number 81, his intended receiver, Tegan Herrera. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Bucks. And I mean, I'm imagining it's McQuinn. Okay. Thank you, Nick Nelson. It's McQuinn. I was saying it right. I tricked myself. McQuinn. Got it. I used to have a really problem with one of the Pendleton kids. I'll talk more about it here in a second. 4th and short here for the Bucks. Sazu in the shotgun. He's got McQuinn behind him. Play action. Oh, I don't know about that play call right there. Intended for Jubal Hoisington on 4th down. It's incomplete, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. 4th and short, I run the ball there. But anyways, Colson Primus. I called him Primus for like a year before one of his parents or his aunt or somebody finally corrected me on here. Let me know who you're watching, where you're watching from. This is Dodzy with EO Alive. We are in Pendleton, Oregon at the Roundup Grounds, and it's a really nice Friday night. Ontario will get the ball for the first time here. I didn't get a number there. I missed that one. I'm trying to figure out who the quarterback is this week. Their quarterback is 16. Okay, so Elijah Wolf. Elijah Wolf in the shotgun here. He's got Humberto Figueroa in the backfield with him. And Pendleton jumps, and I think that's going to be offsides on the defense. Walk it ahead 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd. And about 5 here for the Tigers from about their own 42. Wolf is in the shotgun. Handoff's going to go to Figueroa. He's got some room, and he is into Bucks territory as he crosses the midfield mark. Drugged down by Vance Nelson check it out on the Brent Clapp Productions instant replay here, just inside. Sorry about that replay. That was the one from before, the play from before. 1st and 10 here for Ontario. Wolf in the shotgun. He's going to throw. He's got a guy open. That's number 7. Ben Clark catches it. Close to another first down for the Tigers. 2nd and 4 here. It's really weird having the chain gain on this side of the field. It throws me off big time. So they're going to say 2nd and 3. 6:58 left here in the first. Wolf is in the shotgun. The handoff goes to Figueroa again. And that's number 22, Vance Phillips, and John Diaz, number 52, in on the tackle for the Bucks. Loss of about 3 or 4 on that play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for Ontario. So on the 3rd down play, Wolf will come out in the shotgun. They're going to throw. Little pocket screen. It's going to be reeled in by Teague Huddleston, and he's going to be close to a first down. I think he did get the first down. Yep, they're moving the sticks, so first down Ontario here. 6:06 left in the first quarter. It is definitely a beautiful night for football. The GOL, the way it looks right now, LeGrand is on top. Baker's in second at 2-1. The Dowells and Pendleton are both tied at 1-1, and Ontario is at the bottom at 0-3. Wolf in the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Figueroa. Cole Roy was the first one there for the Bucks, and they're going to say continuation stopped. We'll bring up 2nd and about 5 here, but the reality is Pendleton might be 1-6 right now, but if with a win tonight, technically they can play for a tie of the GOL title next weekend in LeGrand with a win. The GOL's just tight this year, and everybody's real close, so they're not out of it. 2nd and 5 here for Ontario. Handoff goes to Figueroa. Not much there. Bring up 3rd down and 5, or 3rd and 2 here for the Tigers. Dennis Courier says, nice play call, the earlier pass. I was wondering when you were going to chime in, Dennis. I knew you were there. I could feel you watching me. 3rd and 2 here for the Tigers. Wolf in the shotgun. The handoff will go to Kobe Monroe for the Tigers. Not much there. Donovan Carlisle and Aiden Perkins on the tackle for the Bucks. Brings up 4th and about 1 here for Ontario. They're sending on a different unit. Are they going to kick a field goal here? Dennis Courier said, you heard me breathing. Dennis Courier said, I heard the GOL loses a team next year. Well, it's possible. It's quick set here for the Bucks. The handoff goes to Figueroa, and he's going to have enough for the first down, so we'll move the flags, and I'm going to tell you about B&K. Big thank you to B&K for supporting local football. B&K doesn't just specialize in new and used parts for your vehicle. They have commercial dumpster service, tire recycling, metal demolition and cleanup, and they buy used cars. B&K Auto Salvage and Recycling in Pendleton, LeGrand, and Baker City. Get a hold of them today for all your auto parts, metal scrapping, and salvage needs. You can scan that QR code on the screen right there. It'll take you to their website, and you can get more information about B&K. Thank you to them for sponsoring local football. Wolf is in the shotgun. A little bit of a high snap. Figueroa is going to take it about to the original line of scrimmage where he's stopped by Cole Roy for the Bucks. And it'll be second and the same. This isn't your typical play-by-play. It's just me kind of hanging out with you. I do the best I can, interact. If you let me know who you're watching, where you're watching from, I will interact with you, or make a comment. Tell me I'm blind. Wolf to throw here on second down. He's got a guy open, but it's just overthrown out of the outstretched arms of Isaac Gonzalez. It'll bring up third down. Pendleton High School Volleyball is currently number 4 in the OSAA rankings, number 3 in the coaches poll, and they finish the season next Tuesday, the 28th, in La Grande. They're already the GOL champs, so it doesn't, that game, I mean, it does matter for seeding, but regardless of what happens in that game, the Bucks girls volleyball team is the GOL champion this year. So congratulations to them. Wolf in the shotgun. Handoff's going to go to Figueroa. After the second effort, he's going to get a couple on the second on the third down play. Where are we at here? 4th and about 11 with 2:03 left here in the first quarter. Autumn Arbogast says, let's go Bucks. Fourth and 11, and they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Wolf's in the shotgun. He's got Figueroa in the backfield with him. There is a whistle, and it looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field. So with 1:32 left here in the first quarter, it's 0-0. We'll be back right after this quick commercial break.
B&K Auto Salvage and Recycling has been in operation since 1973. Getting our start by selling used auto parts from salvaged cars, we have grown to be a leader in the metal recycling industry of Eastern Oregon. From anything containing metals all the way to car tires and parts, we recycle it all as best we can. Give us a call at any of our locations, and we'll be glad to assist you and help fulfill any and all metal recycling or auto parts needs. Stay classy and keep on recycling.
Welcome back to the Roundup Grounds in Pendleton, Oregon. 1:31 here left in the first quarter. We still yet to see a score. Ontario with the ball in Pendleton territory. Going to go for it here on 4th and 11. Angela Iwasa says, go Tigers. Justin Easel says, green and gold, go Bucks, watching from Salem. The throw is going to be did he catch that? They're going to say he did. They're going to say Figueroa reeled that in. They're going to talk about it, and they're going to say no catch now. They're going to say incomplete pass. Let's watch the Brent Clapp Productions instant replay. I don't know that we got it. Yeah, we don't have a good angle to tell from there. So with the incomplete pass, that's a turnover on downs, and the Pendleton offense will come out and take over here from their own 26 with 1:25 left in the first quarter. Sazu in the shotgun here. They're going to throw on first down. Sazu flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it. He's going to get up to about the 35. That's close to a first down for the Bucks. I think it'll bring up second and short here. Second and about 1. try to check these scores here. Look, Baker and Malala, they don't have anything up yet. And the Dowels and LeGrand, nothing up yet. So as I hear about those scores around the GOL, I'll let you guys know. Penalty on the play. I didn't see what the white hat called for the penalty. So what? Not real sure what happened there. Dennis Courier usually knows and lines us out. He's my assistant. There's on the scoreboard it says 1st and 17 for the Bucks. 1:13 left here in the first quarter. McQuinn in motion. And there, ball's fumbled on the ground, and that's going to be an Ontario football. It's only Ontario players on it. After the fumble by Sazu on the questionable snap. Watch the Brent Clapp Productions instant replay. Yeah, as soon as Sazu was buried, it was all Ontario guys on that ball. Dennis Courier said it was unsportsmanlike conduct earlier. Either way, Ontario with a big turnover there, and they're going to take over at the Pendleton 15, where it'll be 1st and 10 with 1:07 left here in the first quarter. Wolf in the shotgun. He's got Kobe Monroe back there with him. Handoff goes to Monroe up the middle. Little secondary push there by Gage Valencia. Got about 5 on the carry. Bring up 2nd and about 5 here. They're going to say 2nd and 7. So he only got 3 on the carry. I'm trying to stay ahead of the scorekeeper because they're kind of slow getting it up there. So that throw is going to be caught. Well, they said no catch. Okay. Incomplete, so that'll bring up 3rd down for the Tigers. Let me know who you're watching and where you're watching from. We're at the Roundup grounds this week. It's homecoming and senior night for Pendleton. Otherwise, they probably would have played this game at the high school because the Roundup grounds are still a little bit rough here. Wolf in the shotgun. He's got Monroe back there with him. They're going to throw. He's got a guy in the corner. That's going to be caught by number 1, Isaac Gonzalez, and a touchdown for the Tigers. See on the Brent Clapp Productions instant replay here. I mean, he was open. You're supposed to catch that. Isaac Gonzalez on for the extra point for the Tigers. Snap's good. Holds good. Kick is good. So with 20 seconds left here in the first quarter, Ontario is the first one on the board. 7-0 here from the Roundup grounds. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to this EO Alive production of Pendleton High School football. If you're just joining us right there before the commercial break, Ontario is the first team on the board tonight. Little short touchdown pass. That onside kick is going to be Gonzalez, and he's going to recover it himself. So Ontario will be right back on offense after the onside kick and recover. Ontario with a little bit of momentum here with 18 seconds left in the first quarter. This Pendleton defense needs a stop right here. Elijah Wolf in the shotgun here has got Monroe to his right. Handoff's going to go to Monroe. He's got a little bit of space. Colt McQuinn was the first one there. It looks like number 51, Donovan Carlisle, in on the tackle after the 3-yard gain, 2-yard gain on first down by Monroe. And with that, that'll end the first quarter after 1 here in Pendleton. Ontario 7, Pendleton 0. We'll be back.
Eastern Oregon is home to natural wonders, historical sites, and unforgettable experiences. Nobody should have to choose what to leave out of their trip to the area. Elgin's Hunaha RV Park is located in the center of Eastern Oregon's best tourism corridor, offering 25 pull-through sites, 19 back-in sites, tent camping, showers, and free Wi-Fi. Hunaha is here to fit your vacation needs. Downtown Elgin features family-friendly restaurants, coffee shops, shopping, and the award-winning Elgin Opera House. Don't leave anything out on your next trip to Northeast Oregon. Book your stay today at HunahaRVPark.com.
Welcome back to Pendleton High School football on the EO Alive Network. 2nd and 10 here for Ontario. The snap, and there's a flag on the play, so we'll see. We'll go to the white hat and see what he has to say. It's going to go against Ontario. So it looks like we'll walk it back and replay the down. Pendleton. Dennis Courier says Pendleton looks asleep tonight. Thankfully, it's only the first quarter. Well, the very beginning of the second quarter. 2nd and 15 here for Elijah Wolf and the Tigers. Wolf in the shotgun. He's got Monroe back there with him. Put a guy in motion, and they're going to throw again here. Wide open is number 7, Ben Clark. He's got space down the sideline where he's finally going to be forced out of bounds. That's Zane Emery on the tackle, but not before he gets inside the Bucks 10. Watch here on the Brent Clapp Productions instant replay. Just nobody there. Bring up a 1st and goal here for the Tigers. Wolf will come out in the shotgun. Handoff goes to Monroe. He's going to get about 5. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal here for the Tigers. Reed & Associates can help you during the Medicare election period, which is right now through December 7th. They also have great news. As of September 15th, they have a new office in Baker City. They have great professional, friendly, and knowledgeable staff and service and are huge supporters of the youth in the community. Reed & Associates for home, auto, Medicare, life, and life. Give them a call at 541-975-1364. Scan the QR code right there on the screen. You can see their addresses of each of their offices in LeGrand and Baker City. And, if you do go in there, tell Kevin that Dodzik sent you. Little late substitution for the Tigers. 2nd and goal here. Wolf is in the shotgun. Handoff will go up the middle there and for a loss of about a yard. Tug McQuinn and Elijah Campbell in on the tackle for the Bucks. I mean, what's been working for Ontario is the pass, and I would expect that right here. Robin James says, let's go Bucks. Barbie Nelson, Verl Nelson watching from Oakland, go Bucks. Angie Grass, nephew Zane, woot woot. 3rd and goal here for the Tigers. Wolf will throw, tipped, and ultimately incomplete to pass intended for Ben Clark. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. It's decision time here for Ontario. I wonder if they do have a kicker that can kick a short field. I mean, that's not a very long field goal. Let me know who you're watching, where you're watching from, and Ontario will line up for about a 25-yard field goal here. 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Holds down. The ball's going to be blocked. You got a Pendleton guy and down, so I mean, that kind of backfired on the Tigers. Starts Pendleton with great field position after the field goal was blocked all the way out to almost the Pendleton 40, and that's where they'll take over here with 9:51 left in the 2nd quarter. That might be the little spark that Pendleton needs. Pendleton High School girls soccer finishes with LeGrand at home next Thursday. They'll most likely end up 2nd in the GOL and might even get a home playoff game. First and 10 here for the Bucks from their own 38. Sazu's trying to put somebody in motion. The Bucks are going to throw here on 1st down. He's got a guy, and there's a little bit of room here to the 20, to the 15. I'm trying to get a number on that. Tegan Herrera on the reception for the Bucks, and they'll go all the way down inside the Ontario 20, as you see on the Brent Clapp Productions instant replay. Herrera with one man to beat there, and he just gets hung up. 1st and 10 Bucks here from the Ontario 15. Sazu comes out in the shotgun. He's got McQuinn behind him. Handoff will go to McQuinn. He's got some space. He'll get a handful on the 1st down carry. Dennis Courier says that's more like it. Robin James says, way to go, Tegan. 2nd and 4, so the Bucks can still get another 1st down here and they can get a 1st down inside of 10. 8:50 left here in the 2nd quarter. So Vance Nelson in at quarterback. He's going to keep it and run it up the middle there. And I think he got enough for the 1st down. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Bucks with 8:38 left here in the quarter. Boyer and Associates CPAs are Eastern Oregon's full-service accounting and tax specialists with offices in Baker City and LeGrand, supporting youth sports since 1946. You see the QR code right there on the screen. You can scan it. It'll take you to their website. All their information, their Baker office, their LeGrand office, and their phone number is on the screen. Give them a call if you need anything done CPA-wise, taxes, if you need an accountant, these are the guys. First and goal here, Sazu in the shotgun. Handoff's going to go to McQuinn. He's going to get jammed up. Second effort by McQuinn. I mean, he might have got a yard there. It'll bring up second down here with 8:04 left in the second quarter. Senior night and homecoming for the Bucks tonight. Second and goal. It looks like Vance Nelson's going to line up at quarterback here. Both McQuinn brothers in the backfield. Oh, direct snap to McQuinn, and he's got room to the outside, and he's going to take that in for a Bucks touchdown. Tug McQuinn on senior night at the Roundup grounds. Every Pendleton kid's dream. You know what I mean? A senior night touchdown at the Roundup grounds. You think about that when you're a kid, if you're a Buckaroo. Colin Harrington on for the Bucks for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 7:26 left here in the first half, Pendleton ties it up 7-7. We'll be back right after this.
We've been around a while. In fact, we're the longest serving independent insurance agency in LeGrand. Our legacy is providing personalized solutions for all types of insurance policies. Integrity and doing things right are just who we are. When you do have a claim, we'd rather wave at you at the grocery store than hide from you or run around the corner. Whether stopping by or giving us a call, you'll be talking to us. No call centers, no phone trees, and no runaround. We are the Valley Insurance Team, providing peace of mind, one household at a time.
Welcome back. Pendleton High School football on the EOA network. You just saw Tug McQuinn, a senior, run it in for Pendleton's first touchdown of the night to tie it up here at 7. Harrington on to kick for the Bucks. It's a good kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 10 by Ontario. Oh, and that's a nice play right there. That's Vance Nelson on the tackle for the Bucks, and he's going to keep Ontario at about the 20 here. Robin James says, touchdown, way to go, Tug. Yeah, that field goal block kind of changed the momentum here. Ontario offense back on the field here. Figueroa in the backfield, lined up next to the quarterback, Elijah Wolf, in the shotgun. They're going to throw, and it's a deep ball intended for Ben Clark, broken up by number 81, Tegan Herrera for the Bucks, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. If you go to your Explorer bar and type in EOA.network, it'll take you to a link tree for the EOA network, or you can scan the QR code on the screen, and it'll show you where all of our stuff can be found. There's also a place where you can donate if you're interested in helping out with the costs of this, right there as well. It's a great way to figure out where you can find our stuff, basically. I mean, YouTube, Roku, our website, our Facebook page, everything right there in one place. The second down carry is going to go for about 2 here for Ontario. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 is what they're going to say down there. Big thank you to my people tonight. Got Brent Clapp down in the production van. He's the owner. His wife Tanya on the camera tonight, and then me, Dodsey, on the mic. 3rd. You got a Pendleton guy jumping there on 3rd down, and that's going to draw a flag. And I think that's going to be an offsides or encroachment on Pendleton. So that's a free 5 yards for Ontario. Bring up 3rd and 4. Diego Hernandez from San Luis Potosi, Mexico. Go Bucks. Wolf is in the shotgun. He's got Figueroa back there. Nice block pickup by Figueroa there. And that ball's going to be broken up. And now it's decision time. I think if you're Ontario, you have to punt here. You're on your own 28. 6:15. Pendleton has the momentum. You got to punt. Trying to get a number on that punter. I think it's Aiden Ward on to punt for Ontario. That snap is going to be fumbled around, and that's a big sack right there for Pendleton, as that's going to be a turnover on downs, and Pendleton's offense will take over at about the Ontario 25. You got to tell your punter there to just get rid of that thing. Don't try to run with it. Get rid of it. And even on a bad snap, just kick it. I mean, hopefully they run into you or something. Something good might happen. Looks like Vance Nelson in at quarterback for the Bucks. Or no, that's Sazu. Okay, Vance Nelson in the backfield. The carry will go to Nelson. And we're going to have a penalty on that. And I mean, I think it's going to be a targeting call here, it looks like, on the defense. We'll see what they have to say, but it looked like a possible targeting. The white hat here in the middle. Angie Stewart says, thank you, EOA, for providing us alumni's a way to watch. You're welcome, Angie. We enjoy it. So they're talking about it out there. If you rewatch the play on the Brent Cloud Productions, this is a replay. Right here at the end, you'll see the Ontario player hit him right there with the helmet, and that's targeting. I mean, that's the definition of targeting. There's no arguing that. In college football, that gets you kicked out the game. First and goal here for the Bucks. Sazu in the shotgun. He's got Vance Nelson. Handoff's going to go to Nelson. He's got room up the middle, and he's going to be in for a Bucks touchdown. It's crazy how much, as you watch on the Brent Clapp Productions instant replay, how much momentum has to do with football. It's just crazy. Harrington on for the extra point here with 5:48 left. Holds good, kicks up, kicks good. So with 5:48 left here in the first half, Pendleton 14, Ontario 7. We'll be back. Welcome back to this EO Live production of Pendleton High School football. Pendleton with the go-ahead touchdown right before the break. Barbie Nelson says, go Vance. Let me know who you're watching, where you're watching from as Harrington tees it off for the Bucks. Short little kick there, going to be fielded by Ontario. Oh, there's a penalty there. No doubt a penalty coming out there. That's scary looking right there. Joseph Hatcher says, way to go, Vance Nelson. Let's go, Bucks. Keep your foot pressed down. Gabe Minthorn says, go Bucks, watching from Norman, Oklahoma. See what the white hat's going to signal here. It's no doubt a personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the Bucks. So we'll walk it forward 15. And Ontario will have it at almost midfield here for the Tigers. Wolf in the shotgun. He's got Figueroa back there. Two guys in motion. That's a penalty for sure. False start on Ontario. We'll walk it back 5 and replay first down. Rick Thompson watching from Walla Walla. Let's go. Dennis Courier says Pendleton. Oh, no, that's an old comment. Dennis Courier didn't say anything. I was joking. 1st and 15 here for Ontario. At halftime, we're going to stay right here for the homecoming festivities. Throw's going to be caught by Alex Dominguez. And he's going to get about those 5 yards they just lost back, where it'll be 2nd and 10. 5:28 left here in the second quarter. Yeah. One more time. At halftime, we're going to stay live right here. We'll go to a commercial, and as soon as the stuff at halftime starts, we'll come back, and you'll get to see the homecoming festivities. They drive some cars around. They do it up here in Pendleton for homecoming. Wolf will take the snap. The handoff will go to Figueroa. He's met by number 52, John Diaz, for the Bucks. After he might have got a yard, they're going to give him a yard or two here, a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 9. They didn't even give him a yard on the scoreboard. 3rd and 10. Pendleton High School boys soccer finishes the regular season in LeGrand Thursday the 30th. They're currently 3rd in the GOL with hopes of one of the 4 at-large bids. So in soccer, the top 2 teams in each league automatically make the playoffs, and then there's 4 at-large bids that are given out across the state based on ranking. Timeout on the field here. We'll just stay here for this timeout. The Ontario's only win of the season this season was against Mac High, 35-13. Last week you got to see Pendleton play better football as they dominated the Dowls after an 0-5 start. They're 1-6, and tonight so far they've looked better, and that's good for the GOL, as the GOL this year's kind of struggled, and I want to see the GOL be as strong as possible. Big Mike Meyer Stubblefield, we're not playing LeGrand tonight. The 3rd down throw is intended, and there's a flag on the play, and that's going to be pass interference on the defense. Big Mike Meyer Stubblefield Thompson says, tuning in from Maine, let's go Chob, number 22. Yeah, LeGrand's on the road tonight, Mike, so that game is it's not even televised at all. There's no stream of it. They don't have a stream at the Dalles from what I can find. There's nothing on NFHS, nothing on Huddle. But hopefully I'll get a score update sometime soon. So after the penalty, which take the ball into Pendleton territory, it'll be 1st and 10 for Ontario from the Pendleton 36 with 4:24 left here in the half. Kim Ensworth Watkins says, watching from Pendleton, go Bucks. Plenty of time left here for the Ontario offense. Wolf comes out in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle to Figueroa. Not much there for him as Vance Phillips and Aiden Perkins are in on the tackle for the Bucks. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. After this play, I'll tell you what's going on at EOU this weekend. Second down pass here. They like those little quick slants. That's going to be reeled in by number 2, Tegan Huddleston. And it'll be a first down for Ontario with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here. They love the slant so far tonight. As you can see on the Brent Clapp production, this is a replay. The Ontario Tigers have made that slant work a few times tonight. EOU football is at home tomorrow for a 6 o'clock night game against College of Idaho. Biggest game of the year for the Mounties. There was a penalty on the play, so I didn't see what the penalty was. But from the looks of it, oh, there we go, holding on Ontario. So it'll bring up 2nd and 15 here. Anyways, back to the EOU football. It's a big game tomorrow, the biggest game of the year for the Mounties, as number 16, College of Idaho, comes to Community Stadium. And the last time the Yotes came to Community Stadium, they walked out of it with a loss. So, I mean, EOU's 2-0 in the Frontier, and they're looking to stay on their recent tear. Wolf in the shotgun. The handoff's going to go to Monroe. He cuts it back up. He's got a little bit of room there. And he's going to get it all the way out to about the Pendleton 30. Bring up 3rd and about 6 for Ontario. You watch the Brent Clapp Productions instant replay. EOU volleyball is at home tonight at 6. That game's underway against OIT, and then tomorrow they play Southern at 4 up at Quinn on the beautiful Eastern Oregon campus. 3rd and 5 here for the Tigers. They're going to try to run off some of this clock, I think. Wolf's going to throw on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. EOU men's and women's soccer played today. I don't have scores for them either, but those were the last home games for these men's and women's soccer teams from EOU. Both the teams are, the women are number 2 in the CCC, and the men are undefeated and number 1 in the CCC right now. So EOU athletics are looking good right now. This fall has been good to EOU. 4th and 5 here for Ontario. The hard count, try to draw them off sides. They're going to let as much of this clock run off as possible before the snap. And there's a timeout on the field. So with 2:43 left here in the first half. Pendleton 14, Ontario 7. We'll be back right after this.
Need something to watch while you sip your early morning coffee before work? Tune in to Eastern Oregon's only live morning video talk show, AM Live, right here on the EOA network. BC and Dodsey hosts while shooting the breeze about local happenings, sports, weather, or whatever else comes to mind, featuring special guests from Eastern Oregon and beyond. AM Live, 8 a.m. every Tuesday and Thursday morning, right here on the EOA network.
Welcome back to Roundup Stadium. 2:43 left here in the first half. Pendleton 14, Ontario 7 on senior night and homecoming for the Bucks. Ontario with a big fourth down here, 4th and 5. And Wolf's going to throw. He's flushed out, and he's going to be brought down for a sack. That's number 50, Elijah Campbell. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Pendleton's offense will take over with 2:38 left here in the quarter from their own 40 and look to put some more points on the board. EOU cross country, both the men's and the women's teams are nationally ranked. They just ran a race at Oak Knoll Golf Course outside of Salem there, and they dominated that race, and that's where the CCC championships will be held on November 9th. So this EOU cross country is killing it too. EOU athletics have been just great this fall. Sazu will throw here on first down. He's got a lot of time. Oh, that ball is tipped in and out of the hands of Figueroa. Bucks got a break there. Second and 10 here for this Pendleton offense. Plenty of time. Sazu in the shotgun. He's got McQuinn behind him. That's another fumbled snap in the backfield. Sazu will be brought down for officially a sack. Number 59, Justo Perez. Pendleton will lose about 8-9 on the play. We'll say 7. We'll give it 7. Close enough. 3rd and 17 here for the Bucks. I mean, if I'm Pendleton, I'm running the ball here. Sazu in the shotgun. They're going to throw. They're going to go deep. Ball's going to be broken up. It was intended for number 3, John Thatcher. Isaac Cervantes in on the play for the Tigers. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long for Pendleton. Yeah, I think you got a punt here if you're Pendleton. I mean, you left a lot of time on the clock, though. 1:44 left here still in the second half, or first half, excuse me. Pendleton lined up to punt. That's a long snap. Harrington's got a lot of time back there. Ball's going to go out of bounds at about the 43, 44-yard line, where Ontario will take over on offense with, like I said, a lot of time left, 1:35. The thing for this Ontario offense, though, is I think they're out of timeouts. So they're going to have to do this, the old 2-minute drill with no timeouts right here. 1st and 10 from their own 44. Let me know who you're watching, where you're watching from, or just harass me if you want. It doesn't matter. We're just here having fun. It's a beautiful night in Pendleton at the Roundup Grounds. I'm Dodsey. I'm glad everybody's tuned in. What you can do to help us out is just like this. If you're watching it on social media, Facebook, YouTube, just give it a like. Wolf is in the shotgun here. They're going to throw on first down. It's deep. Ball's going to be broken up. That's number 14, Cole Roy, in on the play for the Bucks, and that's going to bring up 2nd down for the Tigers. $1:29 left here in the first half. It's always interesting to watch how different teams do different things in their hurry-up offense. Wolf is in the shotgun. And they're going to throw a little screen play intended for number 2, Teague Huddleston, but that ball's dropped, and that's going to bring up third down. Bo Boston said, "You chilling in the bird's nest tonight?" Yes, it is nice to be in here. It really is. Out there at the high school, it's cold just sitting out on the side of the hill. It's up here, you don't have the wind to deal with, and it's nice. 3rd and 10 for the Tigers here. Three receivers to our side of the screen. Wolf in the shotgun. Handoff is going to go to Monroe. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to finally be drug out of bounds at about the Pendleton 44. So Ontario still alive here with 1:17 left in the first half. B&K Auto Salvage and Recycling of Pendleton says, "Let's go Bucks." Let's go B&K. Thank you for being a sponsor. Sazu in the shotgun. He's going to throw. Pass is intended for Teague Huddleston. Broken up by Tug McQuinn. Bring up second down here for the Tigers. If you're in the area, like I said earlier, EOU plays College of Idaho tomorrow at 6 in football at Community Stadium. And if you live in this area and you like football, that's going to be a banger. It really is. They don't like each other. There's a flag on the play after the pass is incomplete, intended for number 11, Alex Dominguez, and I'm thinking that might be another targeting penalty. Oh, they're going to wave it off. Okay, so no flag. Wave it off. Third and 10 here for this Ontario offense. 51 seconds left in the half. Like I said before, we're going to go to a commercial at the end of the first half, and we'll be back as soon as they start the homecoming festivities here from the Roundup grounds. Wolf to throw. Oh, that ball was picked off by the Bucks, and he's got a chance here. He's taking it up the sideline. He's got one man to beat. Finally going to be brought down from behind by Monroe. That's number 81, Tegan Herrera, on the interception for the Bucks, and he's going to take it all the way down inside the Ontario 10-yard line. That ball looked like it was thrown into no man's land, as you see here on the Brent Clapp Productions instant replay. Herrera with a guy out in front of him as a blocker and just got caught up and finally brought down. But the Pendleton offense has a chance here. 37 seconds left. There is a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to go against Pendleton. So they'll start at the Ontario 24 here after the penalty. Oh, no, Ontario 24. What a big play there by Herrera at the end of the first half here. Sazu in the shotgun. He's got McQuinn behind him. Pendleton with all their timeouts. Little inside handoff to Vance Nelson. The ball is on the ground and fumbled. And they're going to say that was caused by the ground. Pendleton's going to take a timeout. So 28 seconds left here in the first half. Pendleton 14, Ontario 7. We'll be back.
Welcome to Creating Memories for Disabled Children at beautiful Wallowa Lake, Oregon. Over the years, we have offered families of children with disabilities a free vacation at our beautiful camp properties. At Creating Memories, these families are able to relax in the knowledge that their child is loved and that their efforts are seen. We are creating memories for disabled children, and our mission is to do just that.
I think oftentimes with mental health, people can feel like they are alone and they're the only ones struggling, and I would want them to know that they're not alone.
It takes one text or one phone call to save someone from a mental health crisis.
Talking about mental health means that you are brave, you are strong, and you're not alone.
So if you're ever feeling alone or afraid, know that there are people of the younger generation that would love to help you. The Agri-Stress Helpline is free, confidential, 24/7, and available by phone or text.
We're back here at Roundup Stadium. Pendleton with the ball here, 2nd and 2. 28 seconds left. Sazu's going to throw. He's going to go to the corner. He's got Tug McQuinn. And that ball is going to be intercepted, but they're going to say he's out of bounds. So incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down. Angela Iwasa says, I can't say that combination of words, Angela. I'm sorry. But it ends with tomorrow at EOU, but I can't say those first 2 words. I thought we were friends until I saw that. You can imagine what she said. She said, blank, blank, tomorrow at EOU. And it wasn't go Mounties. 3rd and 2 here for the Bucks. 21 seconds left. Sazu in the shotgun. He'll put a man in motion. They're going to throw again. Little pocket screen is going to be incomplete, intended for Emory. And it all comes down to this for the Bucks. 4th and 2. Teresa Kawapu says, go Bucks. Angela, I do have a Yotes hat in my office, though. One of our LeGrand kids went there to play soccer that I covered through his high school career, and he gave me a Yotes hat. It sits at the very bottom of the pile of hats. You can't see it. There, you ain't seeing purple in my office. No way. 4th down. Handoff's going to go to McQuinn. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. So with 13 seconds left here, Pendleton will have a couple cracks at it. 1st and goal. Timeout on the field. We will take a quick commercial break and we'll be back.
I think oftentimes with mental health, people can feel like they are alone and they're the only ones struggling, and I would want them to know that they're not alone.
It takes one text or one phone call to save someone from a mental health crisis.
Talking about mental health means that you are brave, you are strong, and you're not alone.
So if you're ever feeling alone or afraid, know that there are people of the younger generation that would love to help you. The Agri-Stress Helpline is free, confidential, 24/7, and available by phone or text.
We're back. EO Live production of Pendleton High School football. 13 seconds left here in the half, and Angela was trying to trick me into saying something that would get me in trouble. Direct snap to McQuinn. He's got Vance Nelson out in front of him. He's got a blocker. He's going to take that in for a Bucks touchdown with 5 seconds left here in the 1st half. Pendleton is on the board again. Brent Clapp Productions instant replay. You see Vance Nelson out in front of him, and it's all daylight for Tug McQuinn. So that's 2 on senior night and homecoming for McQuinn. Harrington on for the extra point here for the Bucks. Snap is good. Kick is deflected and short. So with 5 seconds left here in the 1st half, hold up, there's something on the going down. I think this is going to be a re-kick. I think there's a penalty here. It's looking like we're going to re-kick this. Not sure what happened yet. Offsides on Ontario is what I'm hearing. I would give the holder for Pendleton some love, but he's not on the roster, so number 80 is the holder. It is offsides on Ontario, so Pendleton will line it up and re-kick this. Dennis Courier knew it was offsides. Of course you did. You got your headset on. You're probably tapped into the coach's headsets. Harrington lined up to kick here. Snap is good. A little bit off. But the kick is up and good. So with 5 seconds left, Pendleton 21, Ontario 7. We'll be back right after this. We're back here as Pendleton tees it off and kicks it. It's going to be fielded deep by Ontario. 4 seconds left on the clock. Oh, he's got a seam. He's got a little bit of room. One man to beat. And there's a touchdown saving tackle by the kicker, Harrington, to end the first half here from the Roundup grounds. 21-7 Pendleton over the Tigers. We're going to take a commercial break and then let them get things figured out here, and we'll be back right after this.
We love the smell of fresh rain in the spring and the colors of the sunset after a storm. We respect the law, but we cherish the freedom to be ourselves. We like the dirt and we celebrate the outdoors, but we like nice things too. We believe in working hard and taking personal responsibility for our mistakes. We like closing deals with just a handshake, and our word means we won't let you down.